Victoria Quilts is Canada-wide, and our main office is in Ottawa. It was started by Betty Giffen in 2000. Her sister-in-law Victoria was a quilter, and she passed away with cancer, and that's how Victoria Quilts got started. In North Bay, we've been at it now about 8 years, and each year the number of quilts we deliver increases. Last year we delivered 84 quilts in North Bay area here. There are no two quilts alike. We make do with what we get given to us. We do get a lot of fabric given to us, and we sort it out, and what we can't use we give away to another organization that can use it.
The other reason we do this is for our love of quilting and for the pleasure it gives these people. Jo delivers them, and every time she tells me, there's a little story and a few tears because they're so appreciative. These quilts give them warmth while they're having their treatments.
We deliver to children, teenagers, adults. The youngest person I delivered a quilt to was 3 years ago, to a newborn, born with leukemia, and she still has a little blankie. Her grandma says she still carries her little blankie. The oldest lady I delivered a quilt to a couple of years ago was 94, breast cancer, and it was a real colorful one, and when you saw her cuddle up in it, it was worth every effort that we did.
Paddle is a program for adults with developmental disabilities, and it runs 5 days a week. We're obviously in need of a kitchen update, and so we've been slowly working towards that project, and we're so excited that the Community Foundation has come through for us and is going to help us create a kitchen that is synonymous with the value of the people that are in the program. This is a place where we meet every morning, where we gather, the kitchen, just like you do with your families at home. This is where we gather, and this is where we talk about our nights and our days. So it's really important that this space reflect that and that importance of that. So we're really excited to see this project come through. It's important to me that their experience reflects their value. They know what we're doing, that they care about what we're doing here, and that they care about these guys the way that I do. We all have the same goals in life, and that's to get up and do something that feels meaningful, that feels productive, and be happy.
The Senior Games, which will be held June 10th in the community of East Ferris. Ontario and Canada hold senior games every year. We went to the summer games in Blind River last year. They had 125 participants, and it was unbelievable how the people all got together and enjoyed themselves. When you register, you pick 4 games of the 12 games that we're having during the summer. You pick your 4 games, and there'll be time slots for each one of these games. We're looking to have approximately 100 to 125 participants, as well as about maybe 50 to 60 volunteers. We've received grants from the North Bay and Area Community Foundation, as well as Canada 150. So we want to work this in conjunction with the Canada 150 celebration, and we're opening our new tennis court. The reason these games are being held is that we want to make sure that our seniors are active within the community. We want to make sure that they interact with other seniors. If we don't become active within our community and with the other seniors, we'll get old. We all know we're going to get old, but we want to get old and have fun.
Pack Smiles is a registered charity in the city of North Bay. We're a grassroots organization that this year we're going into our 13th year, lucky 13, of supporting children in the North Bay community. We have a goal of filling 250 backpacks, and our backpacks are filled with items that the children need for the first day of school. They have jeans, running shoes, socks, underwear, a healthy snack, t-shirts. So really the real essentials of starting school the first day. I mean, we have the saying, school is cool, and we want all the kids to go back to school feeling that school is cool.
Our organization has such a positive impact on children's self-esteem. In particular, I can think of one story where when we were delivering backpacks, there were little girls at the window, actually peeking through the window waiting for us to arrive. And when they arrived, we actually delivered a customized backpack with a little Bratz design on the front, full of their favorite colors. And inside the pack, they opened all of their clothing right away and put on a little fashion show for our wonderful volunteers that we're delivering that night. And I think that really speaks to just how special the backpacks are to these children when they're receiving them.
Capitol Center is a 932-seat theater. We are multidiscipline, meaning that we present everything, from youth programming to musicals to theater to dance to children's shows. Our forte is to present performances. We're delighted that we're going into our second annual Children's Festival, and it's bigger and more powerful than ever. It will run the course of 3 days. I sit on the committee for Armed Forces Day, so we're doing a lot of things at the Children's Festival to ensure that the youth and the tiny toddlers that are attending all are aware of what our armed forces are. We've got lots in store for this year's Children's Festival and your children. We want to acknowledge the North Bay and Area Community Foundations Group. They've been so helpful in supporting the venture of a children's festival.
A year ago, we had an opportunity to work with third-year nursing students from Nipissing University with their community project, and we've always wanted to launch the project with a long-term care home, and Water's Edge was the home that was willing to work with a nursing student.
We go over a music profile of what they've liked in the past, because what we find a lot of the time what benefits the clients in the music is music that is fun, that they've enjoyed in the past, because we find it brings back a lot of memory. If you think of a certain smell or a certain noise that you hear a song, I can think of maybe a Spice Girls song and I think of back to when I was little. So it's the same with people with dementia. It brings back those memories that kind of get locked away. Half of our iPods are in Water's Edge right now, and I work with the activities coordinator, and she is wonderful at going in every day and using the iPods with the clients. A couple months ago when I dropped off an iPod, I got to see some of the clients really enjoying the music. They had a country singer there, so it was really fun for them.
So I have the pleasure of talking to you about the Trinity Infant Food Shelf. Trinity is here to help families in the community who have babies from pre-birth until 12 months of age, for families who have problems providing the necessities for their baby. So they come in, they get an opportunity to, if they're breastfeeding, they would get breastfeeding supplies. They all have diapers that they're eligible for. If they're not breastfeeding and they're formula feeding, we give them a certificate for $25 so that they can go to Shoppers Drug Mart or Walmart to help towards formula. It's really wonderful to see those big smiling faces and little chubby people as they grow with a little bit of help that we can give those families. With the grant that we're receiving, we're so excited about having some extra funding. We will purchase diapers, of course, and we'll purchase baby food, and we'll purchase breastfeeding supplies and any other kind of items like that in terms of baby wipes and bottles and things that we can do to help the families. So it will really go to good use, and it'll mean that we can service more families than we currently are. So I would really like to recognize the volunteers. We don't receive any kind of funding, government funding, so it's all volunteer services for all of us.
At the YMCA, we believe in building strong communities through physical activity and family involvement. The YMCA never turns anyone away due to financial circumstances, and the YMCA supports families who are in financial need. We want to thank the North Bay Community Foundation for allowing us this opportunity to enhance our programs and services with gymnastics.
Very excited to see the return of gymnastics to the YMCA. It's been a little over 30 years. But the sport is known by many to be the foundation for all sports, the foundations of gymnastics, and use it as they graduate onto other sports. Some are being looked at for scholarships, others have excelled in winter sports as well as summer sports, and I think it'll be a great opportunity to see kids at the North Bay YMCA also develop and continue on to great things.
The Community Foundation grant is going to allow the YMCA to purchase equipment, as well as help us to train our coaches so that we can run high-quality programs that will be progression-based. Thank you, North Bay Community Fund, for supporting our initiative.
Thank you.
The grant is going towards the technological part of the ice making process. What it's going to do is allow me to monitor the ice temperature and air temperature in various locations around the ice surface to within 1/10 of a degree. By having this new system, I'll be able to give better ice surface, more consistent more accurate for the players, and bringing the caliber of the curling ice surface to more of a world-class level.
We are about 350 members here in North Bay that utilize the club on a weekly basis in the winter, but we also offer programs, rentals, instruction, and events to many people in North Bay and the surrounding areas and all across the province that come to visit us because of our ice conditions as are right now.
Discovery North Bay Museum was first founded in 1973, and our mission is to inspire the discovery of the people and places of North Bay's past and present. As part of that mission, we've collected a lot of local photographs and artifacts from as early back as North Bay's founding, 1882, to more recent artifacts going into the 50s and 60s, and we're really looking at sharing that history with the people of North Bay. This grant from the North Bay Community Foundation will help us by giving us the resources we need to update our database so that we have a more modern database that we can access from different computers, and that we can also create an online component to share part of our artifact database and also our photo database with the general public so that people can learn more about North Bay's history.
At Rotary's Camp Tillicum, we have a gem of a spot for our children to learn how to swim, to canoe, to make new friends, and to play in the woods and unplug from their everyday life. Those lasting memories go beyond the week or two that kids spend at Rotary Camp Tillicum.
Camp Tillicum, it's served hundreds of children over the years and continues to serve children with our very important relationship with the YMCA. We're looking to upgrade the facility significantly and are in the midst of a large fundraising campaign. Rotary Club of North Bay has a long history of serving children in the community and is very pleased to have a strong partnership with the YMCA and its work on Camp Tillicum.
I'm going to tell you a story today about a child named Maddie who arrived at camp and was very nervous, shy, and had social anxiety. At the end of the summer, we received a letter from her mother where her mother told us that for the very first time, Maddie was actually able to name who her friends were. She listed many memories and happy moments from her days at Camp Tillicum, and that fall, Maddie had been invited for her very first sleepover with a friend.